Stress and intonation are two really important things when considering the melody of speaking English. And in this lesson, we're going to have some real fun when we play with emphasis. And I'm going to show you how emphasizing different words in the same sentence can really kind of change the meaning behind it. Hello, you wonderful people, and welcome to English Right Now. My name is Roy, and I am your British English teacher. I've been a teacher for nearly 15 years, and in that time, I've helped thousands of students just like you in mastering a modern British RP accent. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, please do consider subscribing, and also make suggestions down below for future lessons that you would like to see. But in this lesson, we're going to talk about stress, intonation, and then we're going to really play with emphasis. So I really hope you enjoy it. If you do, please do give it a like. So let's talk about natural stress and intonation. So stress and intonation are different things, but they're two sides of the same coin when you're thinking about kind of the melody of speaking English. So in a normal speech pattern, we would stress the words that the listener needs to hear. So we stress the meaning words. Let's look at it in this sentence. So I'm drinking a coffee. Now in this sentence, two words are really important: drinking and coffee. And we stress the first syllable of drinking and the first syllable of coffee. There's something really important about stressing words on the wrong syllable as well that we should discuss in a future lesson. But in this sentence, I'm drinking a coffee, the two words that you really need to hear are drinking and coffee. So, for example, if I remove every other word from that sentence, I'll just say, drinking coffee. So maybe you say to me, Roy, what are you doing? And I say, drinking coffee. It's at this moment that I really wish I had a coffee with me. So if I just say drinking coffee, that makes perfect sense. You understand what I'm doing. If I remove the word drinking, it becomes a little bit more confusing. I'm a coffee. I'm a coffee. Now, if that word isn't stressed and that word isn't highlighted, I could be making a coffee, I could be doing something with coffee. And the most important word in that sentence is the final word, coffee. Because if I remove that word, I'm drinking you're left with quite a few questions. What are you drinking? Whiskey? A bottle of water? What are you drinking? So we need to stress the words drinking and coffee. Those three words in the middle are pretty much inconsequential. Now, I know that sounds really tricky to understand because the idea that not all words are important is something that a lot of students struggle with, and it ends up that they end up speaking quite robotically if they pronounce each word evenly. This is another lesson that we'll talk about in the future. But just in this sentence, I am drinking a coffee. The words that you need to hear are drinking and coffee. In a natural speech pattern as well, in terms of intonation, as it is a statement, we will go down on that final word. There is a falling intonation on the word coffee. I'm drinking a coffee. I'm drinking a coffee. So the intonation goes down at the end. If it goes up, it sounds a little bit weird. I'm drinking a coffee? It sounds like I'm asking a question, or I'm not sure what I'm doing. I'm drinking a coffee? Oh, I thought it was water. Something like this. So natural, the intonation and stress of this sentence, you would stress the words drinking, and you would stress the word coffee, and there would be a falling intonation on the final word. But the sentence in this lesson that we're really going to play with is this sentence. I didn't say she stole his bag. So listen to this sentence spoken naturally. I didn't say she stole his bag. I didn't say she stole his bag. I didn't say she stole his bag. So again, there is that falling intonation on that final word, and that's quite a logical sentence. So we could just leave it there, and that is how I would say it naturally. But as I promised you, in this lesson, we are going to really play with emphasizing different words to highlight how it can really change this sentence, how it sounds like the intention of the speaker by emphasizing certain words changes what they really want to say. So let's go through this sentence, emphasizing a different word each time to really look at how it changes the intention of the speaker. So as I say, naturally, I would say, I didn't say she stole his bag. However, if I stress the word listen to the difference. I didn't say she stole his bag. I didn't say she stole his bag. So there, by putting some kind of unusual emphasis on the word I, it implies that it wasn't me. Somebody else said it. I didn't say she stole his bag. David did. I didn't say she stole his bag. David did. By really emphasizing and highlighting that word I, it changes somewhat what the speaker is trying to convey. But now let's emphasize didn't. I didn't say she stole his bag. I didn't say she stole his bag. So this one, by emphasizing that word didn't, it possibly gives the impression that the speaker is defending themselves against an accusation. So somebody said, "You said Sharon stole the bag." "I didn't say she stole his bag. I didn't. Maybe I'm really adamant that it wasn't me. I said nothing of the sort. I didn't say that. I didn't at all." So by emphasizing that word didn't, it almost sounds like we're becoming a bit defensive. "I would never say that. I didn't say she stole the bag." So there you've been accused of accusing someone of stealing the bag. Now the word say is really interesting when we emphasize it in a different way. I didn't say she stole his bag. Notice that I'm elongating the word a little bit unnaturally as well. I didn't say she stole his bag. It sounds like the speaker is trying to say that they didn't say the words, but maybe they implied it, maybe they wrote it, maybe they're being a bit cheeky. Well, I didn't say she stole his bag, I just kind of implied it. So again, by emphasizing that word say, it really changes the feeling of the sentence. Let's try it with the word she. I didn't say she stole his bag. I didn't say she stole his bag. Maybe this one, I'm saying, no, you've got the wrong person. It was actually David. It wasn't Sharon. I don't know who these people are, but I'm really, really sorry. I didn't say she stole his bag. It was him. So there we have this impression that it is a different person by emphasizing that word she. What happens when we emphasize the word stole? I didn't say she stole his bag. Ooh. So we've elongated it again. I didn't say she stole his bag. Maybe instead of stealing it, I'm saying that she borrowed it. I didn't say she stole his bag. She borrowed his bag. And again, if you do enjoy lessons like this, please do let me know in the comments and other lessons you'd like to watch. Maybe it's something about connected speech, pronunciation, and so on, so on. And if that's your kind of thing, please do subscribe because that is what I put out on this channel. And there is a new lesson each week. So if we change the emphasis on the word his, listen to what happens now. I didn't say she stole his bag. So maybe it's not his bag, it was another person's bag. So for example, it's not his bag, it was Marcia's bag. Again, I don't know who these people are, but so there I'm saying, no, you've got the wrong person's bag. It's not his bag, it's Marcia's bag. So I didn't say she stole his bag, she stole Marcia's bag. And finally, if we change the emphasis on the word bag and kind of elongate it and make it sound much more dramatic, I didn't say she stole his bag. No, it was his bicycle that she stole. So again, we're highlighting the word. By highlighting the word bag and really emphasizing the word bag, we're saying that that is the wrong piece of information. Each individual word, if you change the way we emphasize it, it changes the feeling of the sentence. Listen to them all in quick succession. I didn't say she stole his bag. 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 And again, the natural one is just, I didn't say she stole his bag. So there, by emphasizing and kind of elongating and putting a sort of unnatural emphasis on certain words, we change the meaning of the sentence. And of course, sometimes you can do two sort of overemphasizing certain words. So for example, I didn't say she stole his bag. So in other words, maybe I implied she stole her bag. So there we go. We can really, really play with intonation and we can have a lot of fun with it. Instead of saying the weather is awful today, we might say the weather is awful today. So there it shows a little bit more emotion. Intonation, stress, emphasis, it's something that we can really play with to really change the melody of the language. I hope you really enjoyed this lesson. Please do let me know other things that you'd like to watch on this channel. But from me today, I just want to say thank you very much for spending your time with me. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you in the next lesson.